Hey, what's going on, guys? Just coming back at you, another video here. This time I'm going to do my impressions of Killzone Shadowfall. I just finished the game, so I usually try to do impressions video right after I finish so I don't forget anything. I bought it used, so I didn't lose a whole lot of money in it. Just a quick background. I have played all the Killzone games, even the original one on the PS2, PS Vita, PSP, and there are Killzone 2 and 3 on the PS3. And this one's pretty much just like those games, except for the the handhelds are a little different than the console versions. What I mean by that, this game's pretty much just it's an average first-person shooter at best. Very predictable gameplay, so on and so forth. So I'll just get into it. I just finished the single-player mode on normal. It took me about. It was very very short. There's 10 missions. I'm thinking it took me half hour per mission, so it's at like 6 hours or something. I would have finished it sooner, but there's a couple really levels with you would just die like a very endless cheap death, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you come across them. But story wise, it's just like the other kill zones. There's a story there somewhere. I didn't really follow it. It had a potential of being good, but they just didn't flesh things out very well with the character and the enemies. And they tried to throw a little plot twist in the middle of the game, but it just didn't work for me. Like I said, I couldn't really tell you what it's about. So the story is really not there, just like the other kill zones. Graphically, it does look good for a next-gen console. At first, I wasn't impressed. I thought the graphics looked like a decent PS3 game, but as the game went on, you could really tell that the developer, I guess, really started learning how to program for the PS4, and things got better and better looking. But as a result of that, the gameplay kind of broke down and got really predictable and really nothing to write home about. So graphically, it's good. That's definitely its strong point is the graphics. Combat's solid. It didn't really. There's maybe 3 or 4 guns, weapons you can get through the game, so there wasn't a whole lot of variety there. I didn't really stick to one weapon more than the others. I didn't really enjoy using any other guns as opposed to other ones. So the combat's I'm a little on a mixed bag with this. It didn't really blow me away. The guns sounded good. There's alternate fire on some of them. There's plenty of ammo. There's ammo laying around everywhere, so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. The shotgun's pretty cool. Combat-wise, it's just like the other kill zones, except for this time the aiming's a little more tighter, I think, than Killzone 3. If you play Killzone 2 or 3, you'll notice when you aim down the sights, it's a little floaty, kind of, the targeting. They did tighten it up on this version because I think a lot of people complained about that. So that's different. And the only really new aspect of the combat is you get an owl, which as you can see on the back, it's this thing. It's just like a probe or whatever the hell you want to call it, or a drone or whatever. You control it and it will shock enemies or shoot them, or it can give you a shield boost and stuff like that, or gives you a rope too, so you can rappel up and down. Not up, you can only go down to certain levels. Which I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, I used it on shock mode all the time. You have to shock a bunch of enemies to bring the shields down and shoot them. I mean, I thought that was kind of cool, the little drone thing, the owl. That brought something new to the combat. So the combat's decent. I'm not going to rave about it. I don't really see myself going back and try to beat it on hard mode or anything. I'm kind of just toying around with it right now. But so the combat's decent. Level design. I will give them credit. The level design isn't as linear as the other Killzone games. You will be dropped off in kind of wider open maps, and you can flank and take the high ground or just go in guns blazing. But the enemy eye is actually pretty smart, so it'll try to flank you. You can't get comfortable in one area in this game because they will find out where you're at and they will come after you. So level design is really improved over the other games. What else can I really talk about? I guess the gameplay, like I said earlier, is very predictable. You'll have your, save this guy, plant some bombs, escape before it blows up. And there's even a time. First of all, there's a forced stealth mission, which is timed, which I thought was kind of a cop out. And then the very last level, most predictable in first-person shooters is you get to the point where they just lock you in a room and they throw every enemy that you've ever encountered in a game at you in a very closed-in space, and you just got to just blow them away and get through the wave after wave. There's like 2 or 3 waves, which I thought that was kind of lame for the ending of the game and just throw the kitchen sink at you. But the whole game is very mediocre throughout, so I wasn't really that shocked. So, but yeah, I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about this game. It's definitely not worth $60. I don't know what it's going for new. Maybe 50. I paid $40 for it used, so that's not bad. I mean, $40. It does have a multiplayer. I did play a little bit of multiplayer. It was okay. I'm not a huge multiplayer fan, so. But overall, I would say it's just like the other Killzone games, except better looking. And that's really about it, guys. I mean, there's not a whole lot much more I can say. I still think the Killzone Mercenaries or Mercenary on the PS Vita is probably the best Killzone game out there, believe it or not, is on a handheld. And the PSP version isn't that bad either. I mean, it's not a first-person shooter, but it's actually pretty damn fun. So that's my quick review of Killzone Shadowfall. If you're a fan of the series like I am and you enjoy first-person shooters, yeah, I'd say pick it up if you can get it for $40 like I did or cheaper. Definitely don't buy a brand new for like 50 or $60. It's not worth it. I might go toy around with the multiplayer a little bit more, but I guess we'll see what happens. So that's it, guys. You got any questions? Feel free. Always answer them. That's really about it. Quick review. I know there's not much to talk about, but I figured what the hell, right? So I'm gonna go back to playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and try not to cuss too loud too much when I die. So take care, guys.